This tutorial will show you how to use the marker functionality in the WaveAnalyzer software. The simplest way to add a marker to a trace is just to right-click on the trace and from the drop-down menu click Add Marker. This can be done multiple times on a trace. To remove a marker, again right-click and simply delete marker. An alternative way is to switch on the Add Marker functionality using the toolbar at the top. This changes the cursor and you can now with a single click put a marker wherever you want in a similar way from the right click capability. This is particularly useful when you want to put a large number of markers onto the trace. You can also drag markers around. Markers are not fixed in position, they can be moved to wherever you want them to be. And if you need to delete a marker, you can also use the delete marker capability here. Click on delete marker and the cursor again changes, and then you can delete markers as you need to. Another capability, the delete all function, allows you to delete all visible markers on the trace. We're not going to do this now, but basically just click OK and all the markers will disappear. The other part of the capability is analysis functions that could be added to markers. So I'm going to add two more markers here. And then using the Add Analysis button, we can simply draw a line between any two markers and it provides information about the spectrum between those markers. It shows you the difference in frequency or wavelength, delta F, the difference in power between the two markers, delta P, and the total integrated power between the two markers. That's particularly useful when you're looking to do channel power measurements. An alternative way to create markers is just to click and drag. So again, clicking creates the first marker and then drawing across to a second point creates a second marker. Again, you can move the markers to any point that you like, and the analysis updates in real time to those values. To remove an analysis, click on Delete Marker and then click on the analysis box, and that removes any analysis. The final thing we'd like to show is the peak marker. This button here, Show Peak, that toggles the visibility of the peak marker. We'll just drag the trace down a little so that we can see the values on there. And this basically turns that peak value on and off. Just to emphasize here that the peak value is the peak value within the displayed trace, not across the whole of the measured trace. So it shows the peak value within the window that you can see.